Discussion with the Prime Minister fruitful, says Trump's special envoy Sergio Gore. U.S. investors to visit the country soon. 250 persons kept inside TFI cell of RAB yet to be found, says Chief Prosecutor. Home Minister was also there before forced disappearance. And BRTA made use of GPS mandatory for public transports in a bid to return discipline. Drivers, assistants and even traffic surgeons not informed. Hello and welcome to the News24 English Bulletin. This is Mehirunisa Meghla and those were headlines. US President Donald Trump's special envoy Sergio Gore said he had a fruitful meeting with the Prime Minister Tariq Rahman. He made the remark after a meeting with the head of government at the Prime Minister's office in the morning. He said that US businessmen are interested in investing in Bangladesh agricultural industry and IT sectors. A US business delegation will arrive in Dhaka next week to assess investment opportunities. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has ordered to keep ports and airports open 24 hours a day to facilitate import and export. The Prime Minister gave the instructions at a meeting with the country's leading businessmen at the Prime Minister's office in the morning on the existing problems of the country's private sector, the energy crisis and the development of the investment environment. In the meeting, the Prime Minister wanted to know the opinions of the businessmen on the current situation of the private sector, various obstacles facing industries and ways to overcome them. At this time, the head of government sought cooperation of the business community to reopen closed factories, create new jobs and accelerate the country's economic activities. For the first time in the history of the tribunal, the judges have gone beyond the boundaries of case documents and witness statement to visit the secret detention center of RAB to see the horror of the crime with their own eyes. The chief prosecutor said that this initiative is to make the trial of disappearances and crimes against humanity more transparent. At least 250 people detained in the TFI cell are still missing. He told reporters after visiting the TFI cell, the secret detention center of RAB in the morning. The government has made it mandatory to install and operate GPS device in all public transport vehicles from today to restore order on the roads. The aim of this initiative is to control the movement of public transport, manage routes and restore order on the roads. According to government instructions, no new registration fitness certificate will be issued or renewed for any public transport vehicle if the GPS is not connected and operational. The Bangladesh Road Transport Authority BRTA has urged transport owners and concerned representatives to make necessary preparation in this regard. Information and Broadcasting Minister Johiruddin Shapun has said that even though BNP wants to practice democracy, some people want to choose the street instead of parliament. He said that the government will be strict if necessary in the interest of the country and the state. Liberation War Minister Ahmed Azam Khan said that the current BNP government is committed to rebuilding Bangladesh, which was devastated by fascism. Two government ministers made this remark at a program at the National Press Club. The government is trying to implement all the promises made by Tariq Rahman during the election, said Prime Minister's political advisor Ruhul Kabir Rizvi. He also said that the government is conducting foreign policy on the basis of equality at a technical education program at the Diploma Engineering Institute in the capital this afternoon. Ruhul Kabir Rizvi said that technical education should be given importance to improve the country's workplace. He also said that the current government is working with technical education in mind. Jamaat Islami Amir Dr. Shafiqur Rahman has said that the meeting of the U.S. Special Envoy with the Indian ambassador in Bangladesh was unexpected. He said this while attending the founding anniversary of a local daily newspaper in Sylhet this afternoon. He said that the discussion on bilateral issues between Bangladesh and the U.S. should be with the government and the opposition of the country, not with any other country. He also warned that the consequences of not implementing the referendum verdict would be dire. Four people, including the driver and helper, died in a head-on collision between two trucks in Kahalu, Bogra. The accident occurred in the Kajipara Bowbazar area of the Upazila on Saturday morning. Confirming the matter, Kahalu Police Station Officer in charge Shofikul Islam said that a truck heading from Bogra to Naga collided head-on with a pickup coming from the opposite direction. At the time, the driver, helpers and two other passengers in the pickup died on the spot. On receiving the information, police and fire service personnel recovered the bodies. The Bangladesh Cold Storage Association has demanded that the government increase the cold storage rent to 9 taka 62 paisa per kg to cover the operating cost of storing potatoes, as it is not possible. They say this at a press conference of the Bangladesh Cold Storage Association in the capital on Saturday. The organization demanded that if the government cannot do 9 taka 62 paisa, then it should not go below 6 taka 75 paisa. At the time, the president of the organization said that the electricity bill has increased by 18%, as well as the wages of workers, bank loan installments and other operating costs. Therefore, the rent for storing potatoes in cold storage should be adjusted rationally, taking the reality into consideration. And that's all from the newsroom today. Thank you for watching News 24. Please stay with us.